Stepping on the pavement, Tanaka looked around, beyond the entrance to the Adventurers Guild. Turning her head about, it had a different feel to it. There was a sense of accomplishment in the mind. I guess that I've really made it, Tanaka said in a quiet voice. Thinking back, she didn't think it was going to be such a big deal, becoming an adventurer. In her mind, the level of importance was different compared to how she felt now. After pushing through a life and death battle, experiencing hardship, Tanaka no longer questioned how crucial it was to get the qualification. When taking a deep breath, the air smelled sweeter. It was as though the surroundings were welcoming her. Tanaka felt a hand on the shoulder. It wasn't an easy thing, what you did, Darlena said. There are many that gave up, not able to persevere through the hardships. The robot congratulated Tanaka. Hearing the robot say such words, Tanaka couldn't help but smile. Nodding, she said, "Thanks. I didn't expect such words to mean much. But after surviving, it's something that I'll cherish." Darlena smiled upon receiving Tanaka's words. Removing its hand, the robot began walking forward. At the moment, there's no transportation system, but I think that walking around and enjoying the sights isn't that bad of a thing. It looked back at Tanaka. Checking out the blue sky and then to the grass and trees in addition to the scattered buildings, Tanaka nodded. I agree. She followed after the robot. While they walked, Tanaka enjoyed the light breeze that brushed against her cheeks and flowed through her shoulder-length black hair. Just like the other areas, she felt like there was a sense of tranquility. There was no reason for them to rush while following the winding path. No one was going to yell at her whether reports were finished. It felt like she'd retired from being in the military and was getting to experience what it felt like being a civilian. But the main difference was that she was a civilian that'd be working towards the greater goal of freeing humanity from the shackles of the monsters outside the safety of the underground cities. Eventually, there'd be a point where adventurers, like her, would need to step outside of the safe underground city and take on whatever threats awaited for them. Tanaka sighed, feeling a bit overwhelmed at the idea. Penny for your thought? Darlena asked as they continued towards the administrative building. Just thinking about the goal of this place, Tanaka sighed again. Becoming an adventurer is about leaving this place and reclaiming our world from the monsters. But, to be honest, I'm having a difficult time imagining that after fighting that monster. She shook her head, not comprehending the future. That's understandable. The things outside this underground city are likely even stronger than what they currently are. They already swept through all of our military defenses. If they get any stronger... Tanaka trailed off. Looking up again, she asked, I just can't believe that this place will be able to withstand it. She then looked at the robot. This place is safe, right? Her voice had a note of desperation leaking out. Smiling at Tanaka, this underground city was designed to hold off against far scarier things than what's currently outside. Darlena said, There's no need for you to worry about that. Snorting, it's hard to imagine something scarier than what's out there. Tanaka waved a hand as though trying to wipe away such thoughts. Passing by several trees, Tanaka tried to leave behind the depressing thoughts swimming in her mind. Seeing the green leaves enjoying the artificial sunlight, she couldn't help but smile. Soon, she could spot a domed building off to the side. It was a mixture of being made out of wood and glass. The mix of the two building materials made it match well with the surroundings. That's the main administrative building, Darnina said. There are other buildings you can travel to, but the other ones are meant to be just for convenience. Close to the administrative building, there were others that made her wonder what purpose they served. Contrary to the nature design of the administrative building, it had the appearance of a skyscraper.